My name is Aiton. This is regarding dozen of life-changing ideas to improve the lives of caregivers that I offered during 2012 to 2015. I focused on Israel. Still, most ideas are relevant in principle to the million caregivers working all over the world. The ideas would have saved each year thousands of dollars to tens of thousands caregivers around the world. That is total of hundreds of millions of dollars each year for the Philippines, India and other origin countries of caregivers. All the ideas were free public service without any pay for me, just out of care to your problems. This is just a brief presentation. Please read the details at the links at the end. The first idea I offered was a personal mentor program for successful people of the community to each financially mentor one caregiver to start within 5 years a successful business in their origin country. The goal for the business was to earn the caregiver $1,500 a month. I expected that many mentors will even become investors. The mentor project was the base for every one of the other dozen problems we wished to help you with. That would allow the caregivers to happily return back home to their families and not keep working 300 hours a month for many more years in a closed house. The Philippines, India and others would have benefited with tens of thousands new small businesses each year. The second idea we offered was to arrange you low interest rates given by the mentors and other successful people from the local community. The goal was to cut your 80+% annual interest rates to below 7%. That alone would have saved many of you thousands of dollars. The third issue we dealt with was the very high placement fees you are charged. The mentors would put pressure to reduce placement fees by about half. Reducing your placement fees by half and the interest rates to below 7% annual would have saved you about 70% of what you are used to pay. Read more in the link. Fourth problem we dealt with. Too many caregivers are stuck indoors for days and weeks without going out. We tried to raise awareness and offer solutions without hurting your employers to allow you to get out of the house for at least 2 hours a day and 1 day a week. The fifth issue was to develop you much stronger image and relations with the local community. I offered number of plans to achieve that because it would have helped you with any other problem. The caregivers in Israel are strongly associated with the political left. I made plans to strengthen your ties with Israelis from every spectrum. The projects were supposed to bring many blessings to the caregivers and to the countries of their origin. Unfortunately, the caregivers' organizations blocked the projects. 5 years later, nobody benefited from those plans. The Philippines would have benefited by now more than $2 billion and more than 100,000 new successful small businesses, with each profiting more than $1,500 a month. The caregivers would have saved thousands of dollars, would have had much easier work, and better prepared for greater future when returning back home. I even arranged for very generous of unheard donations, amounts to benefit your causes. I offered all the ideas above for no pay. I did this out of care in order to make positive impact. Still, I was planning to start a business to offer travel and special events for caregivers in Israel. I received great discounts from number of hotels and water parks that wished to collaborate with caregivers in Israel. I also offered to operate on very low profit margins. Those were supposed to be the best deals. We were all supposed to be very blessed. However, the more I tried to help, the more influencers seemed to turn caregivers against me. That hurt my business plans and even killed few of my existing business bridges. I had to cancel few water park events. The experience caused me deep depression and discouragements. Instead of blessings, we all experienced curses. Even so, all the plans I offered 5 years ago are still relevant. Please read the details at yes4.com. Helping caregivers. I wish you read also some of the personal issues I write about my experiences. Visit our Facebook group for updates at facebook.com/groups/Israel. I am activating it again after number of years. I invite you also to read another project I designed to protect millions of people from mass layoffs and foreclosures and save governments billions of dollars on wasted bailouts. Please share the site below with your American friends with requests to support the cause. www.patreon.com/Aiton44